Yo, what is up, everybody? Episode 8, Your Daily Dose. Name's Luther. I am your host in San Diego, California, and this is your self-help podcast. All right, so welcome back. As always, thank you for spending a little bit of your day with me, whether you're driving to work, walking a dog, out for a run. Hopefully you're out for a run, getting after it, cleaning the house, or maybe just sitting outside enjoying a cup of coffee. I got my energy drink right here. I'm drinking C-Bomb's energy drink today. But anyway, whatever you're doing, I appreciate you being here. Today's episode is a little different. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I'm not here because I have all the answers. Clearly, I do not. Honestly, I think the older I get, the more and more I realize that the right question is far more important than having like the right answer or like the quickest answer. So today, I just want to ask you a few questions I've been asking myself over the last week. Maybe one of them will stick with you. Maybe one of them will change something. Maybe, just maybe, one of them simply will make you pause for a minute. And honestly, I think we could all use a little more of that. So before we get into it, let's check in with our body. Sit a little taller, lengthen your spine, relax those shoulders, and take a slow inhale through the nose. Feel your ribs expand and slowly exhale. Again, breathe deep in and let it all out. Wonderful. And also, now that we put some energy into that spine, let's talk. So the first question is here. So are you building a life you actually like? Or are you just getting through the week? I want you to think about that because those are two very different things. It's easy to get caught in routine. Wake up, check the phone, go to work, eat, watch TV, scroll, sleep, repeat. And before you know it, a month has gone by. I don't think most people intentionally create a life they dislike, honestly. They just fall into that trap. I think they slowly drift into one. Not because they made one terrible decisions, not because they stopped making intentional ones. The days don't feel long anymore. They feel very, very fast. The weeks disappear. And that makes me ask, am I actually choosing how I spend my life? Or am I reacting to it? Here's another question. What are you feeding yourself every single day? And I'm not just talking about food. I'm talking about your mind. What are you listening to? What conversations are you having? What music fills the space in between your ears? What podcasts do you listen to? What books do you read? What social media platform do you spend the most time on? Because here's something I've been thinking about. This podcast is called Your Daily Dose. But this podcast isn't like the only daily dose that you get, right? Everything you consume is. Your daily dose of negativity, your daily dose of optimism, your daily dose of fear, your daily dose of gratitude, all comes from your environment. Every single thing you repeatedly consume becomes a part of the way that you think. So maybe today, I want you to take an internal selfie and begin to take inventory. If someone followed you around for 24 hours, what would they say about your daily dose? Would it be inspiring, distracting? Would it, have growth, peace, or chaos? Is it worth thinking about? Here's something I've noticed as I've gotten older. Here we go. I've become obsessed with what I call high return habits. One action, multiple rewards. Talked about this yesterday, but let's revisit. Yoga's one of them. You spend an hour moving your body, but you also improve your posture, flexibility, balance, breathing, your focus, and your mental health. And also you meet people. So your relationship pool increases because you're practicing with other people. 1 hour a day. So many returns. Walking is another one. Guess what? You get to move your body. You get to get outside, feel some sunshine. You think more clearly. You feel less stress. You often sleep better at night. One simple action. And look at there, 5 to 6 benefits that I just listed off just like that. I'm trying to build my life around habits like that now. Not because they're flashy, it's because they're efficient. And it's because I can control them. And then, another question you can ask yourself is, what habits do you have that is worth, spending a little bit more time developing? So before we get into the podcast a little more, let's sit up tall, take a deep breath in, feel the spine grow. Now let's take a nice inhale to begin, exhale to accept. Notice how different you feel when you just take a moment to breathe. Sometimes that's all it takes to interrupt a stressful day, just a moment for you to control your breath. All right, let's talk about another thought that I've had. I think we spend way too much energy trying to control things out of our control. People, opinions, traffic, the weather, politics. God, that's such a big thing. Politics. Whether someone texts us back, whether everyone likes you. I've done it too, but lately I've truly been asking myself, what if I put all that energy into things that I actually control? And let me list some things that you can control. Your attitude, your effort, your honesty, your consistency, your health, how you treat people, how you speak to people, how you treat yourself. Those are some things that just come to mind. And honestly, that's enough work for an entire lifetime. Think about that. So here's a question that might be uncomfortable. If today repeated itself every day for the next 5 years, would you like your life? Take your time with this one, because your life isn't built in one giant moment. It's built in, the original Tuesday, the random Wednesday, the quiet Saturday morning, the boring Sunday afternoon. Maybe it's time to redesign your average day. Not your whole life, just today. Because today eventually becomes your life. One thing I've learned this year, you don't need a complete reset. You usually just need one better decision. Let me list some. Drink the water. Take the walk. Send a text. Read the chapter. Go to bed early. Apologize. Forgive. Meditate. Stretch. 5 minutes is enough to begin. People often ask, what's the best habit? I don't think there is one. I think the best habit is the one you actually, keep. Consistency beats intensity almost every time. And then if you can marry those two, man, it's going to be incredible. So wherever you are, let's relax your jaw, unclench your shoulders. Take a nice slow breath in through the nose. Fill your lungs completely. Hold it for just a moment. Now exhale slowly. Good. Notice that your breath is under your control and it's always there. And a reminder that you can just breathe anytime it gets stressful. So before we finish, I want to leave you with 3 questions. Not for tomorrow, not for next week, tonight. Before you go to bed, ask yourself, what gave me energy today? What drained my energy today? What's one small thing I can do differently tomorrow? And that's it. Don't try to change your whole life overnight. Just make tomorrow 1% better, as they say. It all starts with just one choice after another. Those tiny improvements have a funny way of becoming extraordinary over time. Awesome. So if you enjoyed today's conversation, I really appreciate if you follow the podcast, leave a rating, and share this episode with someone who might need to hear it today. Every share helps this community grow, and it means more than you know. And if you're here in San Diego, come move with us, come flow with us, because I teach community yoga every Monday and Wednesday. And it's not all about being flexible. It's not all about being perfect with alignment. It's about breathing, moving, connecting, and just being kind and taking care of yourself. So follow me on Instagram at trainwithsan. You can send me a message and I'll send you the location. But until next time, let's take one more deep breath together, okay? As we begin to prepare, I want you to sit up taller. Take care of yourself today. Take care of someone else if you can. And remember to inhale slowly. Hold at the top. Your life isn't shaped by one big decision. Exhale right now smoothly. It's shaped by the small choices you make every single day. This has been your Daily Dose, brought to you by KPTZ, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.